Hello, everyone. My name is Holly, and I will be conducting the class for this hour. And today we will be talking about a robbery and a crime. So this should be an interesting topic, just because um, everybody has potential of being robbed, for example. So we'll be doing a little reading and comprehension questions, and yeah, you guys will get a chance to talk and role play and so forth. So hello, Anna Carolina. Nice to see you again.
Hi, Holly, likewise. Thank you.
Oh man, my voice kind of got like, oh wow, I need a cough. So, all right. So, what's the weather like right now in Brazil?
It's sunny.
Oh, is
Uh,
it?
yes, but in the afternoon it was rainy and sunny at
Mm-hmm.
the same time.
Ah, okay. Okay. And yeah, and here it's just right before I came in, it was sunny, but it was starting to rain. So it's like no, no. Hi Alejandro, how are you today?
Hello, fine, and you?
Pretty good, pretty good. Um, yeah, it's been one of those days, so it feels like a Monday to me. So Carvalho, how are you today? And hello Diana.
Hi, Holly. How are you?
Very good. Nice to see you.
Yes, me too.
Yeah, Carvalho, can you speak?
Yes, teacher. How are you doing?
Very good. It's been a while since I've seen you. I saw your name. I
Yes.
went, oh wow, it's been a weeks. So have you
Yes,
been busy or just taking classes at different times?
yes. I am taking some class, but I have few time to do that
Yeah,
these
yeah. So
days.
you have little time to do that instead of few times. You have a little time.
Okay, teacher. Thank you.
Yeah, you're welcome. Yeah, I totally can understand. And plus, I always change. I rarely have it. Every couple weeks I change it up, and I teach at different times sometimes, and then sometimes I teach. It just depends. So, all right. So let's go ahead. We're going to start. We're going to talk about this topic is called the robbery. So what does the title mean? What do you suppose? Alejandro, what do you think the title means?
Um, I think is when someone subtract belongings to the other person or take things illegally.
Mm-hmm. Okay. Yeah. Yeah. So some things illegally. Yes.
Or
So
someone
all
or
right.
a group of person.
Mm-hmm. Okay. All right. And yeah, and it's basically when they a group of persons when they take things, and it's basically not where basically you rob. You don't rob. It's not when taking things. That's actually still. When you rob, the robbery is when you rob the location or you rob the person. Um,
Ah,
but it can also involve violence or threat or or threatened violence. So either people are involved, or you would say, for example, in English, we would say the bank was robbed or I was robbed, but you would say they stole money from the bank. And that's the difference between to rob and to steal. So, all right. And oh, somebody else. Hi, Maximiliano. How are you?
Hello, Holly. I'm fine. I'm fine. You're very well. It's a pleasure to share a class with you.
Excellent. So it's nice to see you as well. So,
Thank
all
you.
right. So what we're going to do, let's look at these words. Can you explain them to your partner? Reading. Okay. Your teacher is going to read a news report to you. Read the questions below and then listen to the report. right, short answers to the questions. Actually, I'm going to have you guys read the news report and check your answers to this. So, we're gonna read this and decide what these answers are. For the first question is, what time did the robbery happen? How many robbers were there? What did the robbers steal? And what do the robbers look like? So let's look at this. So let's start with Alejandro. Could you read the first paragraph?
Yes, police are appealing for witness to robbery that took place at the village store in Nedbury last night.
So witnesses. Witnesses.
Witnesses.
Yep. All right. And Anna Carlina, can you read the next one?
Two robbers broke into the village store at 2:25 a.m. and threatened the owners, who were living upstairs. The robbers made off with around £250 from the two, as well as a small quantity of cigarettes and spirits.
Yes. Okay. And
Spirits?
spirits, cigarettes, and spirits. So what are spirits?
What? Well, I thought spirits means souls. Um, Teacher.
Okay, that is another.
Ghost?
That is one. Yes, that is one word for spirits. Is ghosts or souls. Yeah, lost souls. Really, that is one word. One meaning. Another meaning for spirits actually is alcohol.
Thank you.
You're welcome. All right, Carvalho, can you read the next one? Next paragraph.
Okay, the robbers were male, of medium build and around 107 centimeters tall. They were wearing jeans and balaclavas and escaped from the scene in a dark blue car.
Okay, so they escaped from this scene in a dark blue car. Escaped. Yeah. All right. Where's Maximilo go? Okay. Diana, can you read the next paragraph?
Anyone with information is asked to call Newbury Police Station in confidence.
Oops. I moved that in front of me. So anyone with information is asked to call Newbury Police Station in confidence. Somebody was asking about balaclavas.
Yes.
Does that It's kind of weird because I'm not even sure it's English, but it might be. But my guess is it's a face covering. So yeah.
Oh, okay.
It's a face mask, this kind of mask. So I would call it a mask. Other people call it a balaclava. So mask, I think most normal people know. so
Yeah.
all right, Maximiliano. Do you remember what time did the robbery happen?
Sorry, teacher, I can't hear well you. Can you repeat the question?
Yeah. What time? We're going to this question right here. What time did the robbery happen?
At 2:25 a.m.
Perfect. 2:25 a.m. Perfect. Okay. And Diana, how many robbers were there?
How many? I don't remember.
Okay, it's right here on the page, right in the second paragraph.
Oh, two robbers, yes.
Yes. So two robbers. Okay, what did the robbers steal, Carvalho?
250 euros or
Yeah,
dollars.
or pounds actually,
Ah,
250 pounds. Yeah, and I don't have the symbol on my keyboard. I'd use it. So, okay, Anna Carolina, what do the robbers look like?
They were they were male, um, of medium build, 170 centimeters tall, and they
Mm-hmm.
were wearing blue jeans and balaclavas.
Blue jeans, no shirt. So
Well, I guess
they missed
they
that one.
must have. Okay.
No, go on, Anna Carolina. What were you saying?
They must have wore wore a shirt. I
Uh huh.
guess they just forgot to bring it up.
Yeah, they didn't report it. So okay, okay, all right. Are there any words and phrases in this little reading that if anyone doesn't know besides the balaclava, which was new for me as well? It's always new every time I do this one. Has 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 your local area ever gotten robbed this way? Anybody have any stories? Do you know anybody that's been part of something like this?
Here
Anybody?
in Bogota, we have that problem with the delinquency.
It,
It's common to see to watch in the news the robbery all day.
uh-huh.
Yes, in
Mm,
stores, local stores, or in shopping centers. It's common.
Mhm.
mm.
Okay.
It's
In
very
in
common.
shopping centers? Yeah. Okay. Who else was that? Who was the other next person that was speaking?
Yes, it's very common to see pickpockets in the big cities, for example,
Uh-huh. Okay.
in subways or in the bus.
Okay. So a lot of pickpocketing happens in your area, and
In big cities in general, I think.
I think that's true. Really, in big cities. We had a robbery actually close to my where I live. I live in a small rural community. There's only about 850 people, maybe 900, if we're depending on the year that live here, and we have one store, and it closes at 8 p.m. And so if you want to go somewhere after 8 p.m., you have to go to the neighboring communities. And so there's three or four around us, and so I went to one time I went to a store about 11 p.m. I think to get something, and I said to the guy, "Oh, how are you doing?" "Oh, I'm really happy that I wasn't that I don't work in Notice, which is another town." And I said, "What do you mean?" And he said, "Well, they got robbed last night, and the cashier was murdered." And I was very very surprised because this is a small rural area, and and they still do not have any leads, as far as I know, to that case. But they stole. They went and they stole the safe and then murdered the cashier, which we don't know why. So so it
Yeah.
happens, I think, everywhere.
Well,
But
but it's common on novel days.
yeah, especially not a murder. You know, murder and robbery.
Oh
That
well,
doesn't. That's
terrible.
yeah. It was, and the town I live in is about 850, and the town where they had this probably was maybe 1,000, 1,500 people. So it was a really tiny town. So, but it happens. All right, so let's match explanations below to the underlined words or phrases in the news report. So we've got some words and phrases that are underlined. We've got appealing for witnesses. Then we have broke into or to break into. We have threatened, made off with. We have medium build, and then we have the scene, and then we have in confidence. So okay, so number one, let's start with Alejandro. Could you read number one and see if you can match that to one of the words underlined that are underlined?
Yes, to enter a building by force. Made of.
No, no. If you made off.
I need to use the words on the top.
Yeah, the ones that are underlined. So made off with it's one of the choices, but made off with here, it means to take. So it's when they leave. This is when they
Okay.
enter.
Broken into.
Yeah, so I'm going to change this to the regular infinitive, to break into. To break into. Okay. Yeah, okay. And Anna Carolina, can you read number two?
Sure. People who see a crime happening, witnesses.
Witnesses, perfect. Oops. And I can't seem to type today. Okay. Witnesses. Okay. And Carvalho, number three.
Okay. To steal. It's like to rob.
Uh-huh. And but what of the words that are underlined, what's another one that would be?
To take something that it's not yours, for example.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. But what of these words that are underlined in the reading?
I'm sorry, teacher, I didn't understand.
So in the reading here, there are
Okay.
words that are underlined. What word means to steal?
Word line. Made off with?
Yes. If you make off with something, then this is a phrasal verb, and I definitely am not typing well today. Okay, to make off with. To make. Okay, to make off with. That means to steal. Okay,
Okay. It's like
secretly.
to get away.
Mhm.
Okay.
Mhm. Yeah. So yeah, if you make off with something, you've stolen it, you've taken it. So one time when I was doing training, face-to-face training, and there were about 5 or 6 training groups going on all at the same time, and one of the other training classes, my entire class went to their room when they were on break, and we made off with all their chairs. So we stole all their chairs. It was fun. It was a good night. Okay, so Diana, secretly, what would secretly be?
In confidence.
No.
No.
Oh yeah,
I guess
in
she's
confidence.
right.
Yes, you're right. You are right. You're
Okay.
absolutely right. I'm starting to have a Monday and it's Tuesday. In confidence. Okay, yeah. So, because I was actually thinking confidence as in the other one, but in confidence definitely means secretly. Yeah. Thank you. Um, so, Maximiliano.
Yes, I'm here, teacher. Let me check. Uh, to tell someone you may hurt him or her. Let me check. Mm, mm, Let me check. To tell someone you make um, Tia Turner.
Yeah. Yeah, it's threatened is the pronunciation. So threatened.
Threatened. It is
Threatened.
it's quite difficult. Sorry.
Yeah, no worries. Threatened. So in this,
Threat
Harley,
yes.
you should write on the present tense. Threat.
threat Ned. Threat Ned.
So
It's okay.
it's no, it's threatened. So what did you say, Carolina? Should write what?
Uh, Using the present tense instead, or the infinitive form to
Oh,
match
you're
with
right. You're
to
right.
match
You're
the
right.
definition.
You're right. To threaten. You're right. Thank you.
Okay.
Thank you
Okay.
for noticing that.
Okay.
Yeah. But
Thank you.
the pronunciation that for that one is threatened. So
Threatened. Threatened.
threatened. So
It's so difficult.
threatened. Yeah. Just keep
Threatened.
practicing. Threatened.
Yes. Yes.
The more you speak English, the more you will get it. So to threaten.
Yes.
And then the
You're
past
true.
tense, the nd. So there's no ed there. So
Good. Good.
all right.
Thank you, teacher. Thank
You're
you.
welcome. You're welcome. And number 6, Alejandro, did you do that one?
Yes, the place where a crime happened. In the village. I don't remember the name. A
Okay.
small village.
Well, let's see.
In a village store.
Yeah,
No, nobody.
there's another word, another one. So it's the place where a crime happened. Happens. Where a instead of the if we have the crime, then of course that would be the village store.
The crime scene.
Yeah,
The
the
scene. The
sign.
scene.
Yeah,
The
the
sign.
scene. The scene.
The
Now
scene.
the scene and I'm having problems with this. Okay, let's see. The scene. And also, yeah, we also call it the crime scene. Okay, and Anna Carlina, can you do the next one?
To ask, to appeal.
To appeal, yes. To appeal to the masses, to appeal to witnesses. Okay, and then average size, Carvalho. What would average size be? It's in the sentence.
Medium beauty.
Yes, medium build. Okay.
Medium build. Okay.
Perfect. All right. Excellent. So, a question for you. Let's just practice several of these. So, Diana, have you ever broken into someone's house before, or your own, or your car, or anything like that?
In a car, because I was with my boyfriend and he forgot the keys into the car and
He
was
locked his
necessary
keys.
to break the windows and broke into the car.
So it was necessary to break the windows and break into the car.
Oh, break,
Okay.
yeah.
Yeah, to break. So, but we would use broke as well when you say, yeah, I broke into into his car because he lost the keys. Yeah. So, okay, and um, Carvalho, no, Maximiliano, have you ever been a witness to a crime?
Yes. 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 Someday I saw a criminal during the crime is happening.
Really?
What's happening? Yes, yes, a robbery in a train station.
Wow.
Yes, in a big train station here in Argentina.
Mhm.
So uh, I was a witness
Mhm.
in 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 that day.
Mhm. Wow. Did you so you talked to the policeman and everything, or did you just did you
Yeah.
report it or
My first reaction was to run the to run the robbery
okay, run
the,
after the
the thief
robber?
the thief to run the
Uh-huh.
thief,
Uh-huh.
but he escaped. He
Uh-huh.
escaped from me and the police in the train station.
Mhm. Oh, okay. So he never got caught? Did he get caught later or
Sorry, teacher, can you repeat that?
did he get caught later? Did they find him ever?
No, 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 never, never, never.
Wow.
He escaped. The thief
Yeah.
escaped.
Wow. Oh, wow. Okay. All right. Okay, next question. Hi, Jinyu. How are you today?
Hi teacher, I just wake up, then I join your class.
Oh, well, good morning.
Good
So,
morning.
but it's quite late, isn't it? Like 9:30?
And it's about 8:36.
Oh, 8:30. Okay. So I got it wrong. So, okay. So question for you. See if you can. Let's see if I can find. Um, have you ever, Shinyu, have you ever stolen anything? Or have you ever made off with anything?
What's they made of?
To made off means to steal. So we've got,
Oh,
this is the third one. Have you ever made off with anything? For example, I was in class earlier, I was teaching face to face. My class made off with another classroom's chairs. We took all the chairs and put them somewhere.
mm.
So, have you ever done anything? Have you ever made off with anything?
When I was a teenager, I made off with something. With I made it off. I made off. I made off with some young children.
You made off with some young what?
Uh, I made off with some young children for something in the store.
Mhm. Okay, got it, got it.
Mm.
All right, thank you. And hello, Kako. Welcome, welcome. All right, Alejandro.
Yes.
Who do you speak to in confidence? Is there anyone you ever talk to in confidence?
Um, and it depends the situation. Uh,
Hmm.
um, uh, Quite a few times, I think.
Okay, so is it usually like your wife or girlfriend, or do you have other people
Yes,
that you?
yes, or my mother.
Uh-huh.
I tell the secret, for example.
Okay. All right. All right. And next question, Anna Carolina. Have you ever threatened anyone or been threatened by anyone?
Um, yes. Once before when I took a bus, and there is a young thief. Um, how can I say? Ah, my gosh. Uh, He wasn't a pickpocket, no. He was a young um, assailant. Yes, I'm
A young
sorry.
assailant? Yeah, a young assailant, yes. Or
Young
a young
assailant.
thief. Hmm.
Okay, that is there a name in English?
Yeah, that's another word for a thief or a robbery. You usually only hear that though on like
Assailant. But when they are very young, is there a name?
oh, very young, like how young?
My gosh, about the uh, um, I don't know, a teenager
Mm, well,
under
for
under
teenagers
the assailant under the nation under the age. Oh my gosh, sorry about my pronunciation.
for for um for teenagers we usually might call a person a juvenile delinquent.
Thank you. Yes, there
And
was a.
assailant is usually used by policemen.
Oh, okay. Thank you.
Yeah, you're
Thank you.
welcome.
There was a juvenile delinquent
Mhm.
delinquent,
Mhm.
and he threatened me by using a knife,
Wow.
and then a man stood up for me
Mhm.
in, in the bus, and the juvenile delinquent run away.
Okay,
All
so
right,
juvenile delinquent ran away.
run away.
Ran
Thank you.
away. Yeah.
But
All right.
I could see a huge evil in his eyes, you know.
Oh man,
Yes,
that's really sad.
and I could realize that he would be able to hurt me.
Mhm. Mhm. Yeah. All right. Um, thank you very much, Anna Carolina. Um, Kako, can you speak? Hello?
Hello, teacher.
Hello. So, question for you. We have the word either the scene or we have crime scene. This is a place where a crime happens. So, have you ever been at a crime scene? Like maybe after it happened or anything like that?
No,
Hi, teacher.
teacher.
Can you repeat your question?
Well, this is for Kako, Shinju.
Uh,
No, teacher. I have never been in a crime scene,
Okay.
fortunately.
All right. And Shinju, have you?
uh, the neighborhood I am currently living is a lot safe. I, of,
Ah.
I have often seen some crime scenes on the street.
Okay.
Sometimes I feel very interesting. I feel very interested in
In
it.
what happened and so forth. Okay. All right. All right. And Carvalho, have you ever had to appeal to your boss for to get maybe a raise or extra vacation or anything like that?
No, teacher, it's not possible for me. It's there is no way to get raised without study. For example, there is something like
Uh-huh.
if you get some degrees, if you get master or doc or PhD degree, you
Mhm.
can raise your salary. Just
Mhm.
just just doing these things, I could raise my salary.
Mhm.
There is no way to talk about it. And vacancy, I have 30 days a week, just 30 days a week, a month.
3 days,
No, no, no,
30
a
days
week
a
no,
month.
Aí.
It's like 30 days a month, a week.
No,
So
no, no.
you
I have 1 month a year to to take off.
vacation. That's
Yes.
pretty good though, for compared to Americans. I mean, many of you guys get very good vacations. So, all right, all right. We started with Diana, right? So, because I don't really know how to ask a question. Are you of medium build? So we won't. We'll just skip that one. All right, let's go on. So we have another one. Let's rewrite the underlined parts of the story using vocabulary from exercise 4. So using this vocabulary, let's rewrite this. Sorry about that. So last Sunday, I'm sorry. Let's have you guys read this. Jinyu, can you read the first paragraph?
Last Sunday, there was a burglar at Gregor's sports gym in Pine Street. Police think the burglars entered through an open window in a changing room.
Okay. So there was a burglary. So remember with this Y, it's a burglary. All right. And Diana, can you read the next one?
The CCTV footage shows there were two burglars. They were both approximately 180 centimeters tall and average body size.
Okay, thank you. And Kako, could you read the next one?
Which one, teacher, please?
The third one starts with burglars.
Okay. The
Right
burglars took around 500 pounds and some sports equipment. Police think they left the place where the burglary happened in a white van.
Thank you. Okay, Alejandro, can you read the next one?
Yes, police mm, mm, ask
No,
appeal.
Hi, teacher. Can you hear me?
Alejandro?
Yes, yes.
Yeah, just read the whole paragraph.
Police appeal.
No, what? Just read what it said.
Okay. Want to talk to people who saw the crime happen. Anyone with information can contact to the police privately or confident on 0177496875.
All right, thank you. All right, so now let's go ahead and change these sentences here. And let's start with Maximiliano. Can you change entered? What would that be?
Yes. Let me see. Let me see. Let me see.
Let me move.
Burglar. Police think the burglars broke into
Mm-hmm.
sorry, broke into through an open window in a changing room.
Okay, and as far as the through, we say broke in through. So,
broke in through. Okay.
Yeah. So you can say broke into, but since we have the through, we don't have to have the to. So, excellent.
Okay.
Carvalho, can you change average body size?
Teacher, change. I'm sorry.
What is another word for average body size?
Average body size. Medium
From
build.
medium
Medium build.
build. Perfect. Medium build. Okay, and the next one. Okay, and on a car. How
Okay.
about the next one?
All right. The bloggers. Um, what? Which one? Sorry, Holly.
Took the first one.
Okay. The bloggers um made off with around 500 pounds and some sports equipment.
Perfect. All right. And next one, um, Alejandro, could you read the next sentence with the change?
Yes, police think they left um, the crime scene or the scene
Mm-hmm.
in a white van.
Yes, they think they left the scene in a white van. Perfect. Okay, and Kako, could you change the next one?
Privately.
Hmm.
Want to talk to people. Oh, can you point
Scroll up.
me?
Yeah, let's scroll up. What would be people who saw the crime happening?
Who witnessed
Mm-hmm.
the
Yes.
witnesses the the crime?
Yeah. So, okay. So,
Witnesses.
can
No,
anybody help him?
witnessed. Who witnessed? Because it's past.
Hmm. How about to talk? Does anybody help him? We've got witnesses. There's two words that actually go in this one.
Talk to witness.
Okay.
Talk to the witnesses.
Okay. Basically, the police are appealing to witnesses. So they are appealing to witnesses. So to appeal means to ask. They are asking. So they are appealing to witnesses. Okay. And the last one, what would privately mean? Diana.
Anyone with information can contact the police in confidence on 0177-496-8755.
Perfect. In confidence. Perfect. All right. So let's go on to this discussion. Let's
I have a question.
yes.
What's the difference between break in and break into?
Nothing.
Nothing.
Nothing. The only in this respect, grammatically, because they had the word through, break in through, because break in to and through would be the same thing. So the authors of this chose to change it. Now we can say, police think the burglars broke into an open window, but because we're keeping the through, we just say broke in through. Does that make sense? So otherwise, it just changes a little grammatically depending what word is behind it. So if there's another position like this, you would take off the two. So good question. Any other questions? All right, so let's go ahead and ask and answer these questions. So let's start with Carvalho. Do you know anyone whose house was burglared? What happened?
Yes, teacher. I can't talk about me because I was robbed.
Or you were
And
robbed?
yes, when I was a child, one guy stronger than me robbed me, and
Wow.
by force, just by force.
Mhm.
And
So okay.
he he robbed about $2. The money I had.
So he robbed about two. Okay, so basically, one of the difference between somebody was asking me this yesterday actually, that one of the difference between to steal and to rob, is you would say he stole or he took about $2.
Because when we talk about rob, it's related to force, by
Yeah,
force.
you would say I was robbed.
So I think I was robbed because
Hmm. Yeah.
he used force.
Yeah, exactly. I was robbed. He took about $2. So you wouldn't say he robbed $2.
Okay,
Um, he took or he stole about $2. Does
okay.
that make sense?
Yes, teacher.
Um,
Thank you.
and to steal and to rob are real common mistakes that people make a mistake on. And remember, the pronunciation of this is not robed or robbed. It's robbed. Is how we pronounce it. So
Robbed.
robbed. Yeah. All right, and let's go to Diana. Do you think burglaries are very common?
Yes, I think that that depends on the place. Here in Bogota are very common,
Oh, okay.
but I'm not sure. Maybe in countries like France, I don't know. Canada aren't very in Canada aren't common. Yes,
Yeah, I
but
think they
here
are.
are very common.
Yeah, I think the burglaries are common everywhere because every country has prisons. So,
Yes, yes, but
you know,
I think in different quantity.
possibly.
There are more here in my
Mhm.
country or in other countries, United States, maybe New York. I don't know.
Yeah, and well, in the different parts of the U.S. is more,
Yes.
more and less. So, all right, Kako, are you worried that someone might burgle you, or might we can also say might rob you?
I am not very afraid of being robbed. I I don't worry much about it,
Mm-hmm.
teacher.
Okay. All right. Thank you. And Maximiliano, what would you do if you saw a robbery happening? You did see one. So.
Yes, in once I I ran off the thief, but it was a reaction that I can't prevent that.
Mm-hmm.
So if I saw a robbery happening, maybe I I did again the same, but
Uh-huh.
uh, I I I think that I advise to the police.
Mm-hmm. Okay. And so yeah, so you would call the police, let them know that it happened as well. Okay. All right.
Yes.
And Anna Carlina, what steps can people take to secure a house?
First off, to buy a house in a safe neighborhood.
Mm-hmm.
Second, to set up a security system. To put an electrical fence, um, uh, a good alarm system, some cameras. Uh,
Mm-hmm.
when you when you have to travel to check out with someone. Is it right to say, teacher?
Yes.
And what else? To close out all doors and windows at night. Um, to to keep at least one light turned on.
Turned on.
If you turned on, turned on.
Turned on. Mm-hmm.
If you are away, to pretend that there is someone in your
Mm-hmm.
house. And if it is possible to have a big dog,
Mm-hmm.
right?
Yeah, a big dog will
And
work
maybe
definitely.
uh, maybe to set up a neighbor watch.
Neighbor watch system. Yeah, we
Yes,
would call it a neighborhood watch. Actually, it's what we
a
say.
neighborhood. Yeah, sorry, a
Neighborhood. No,
neighborhood
no problem. Neighborhood
neighborhood
watch. See,
watch.
I can't spell. See how I can't spell at all. So,
Uh, okay.
and I've gotten lazier about spelling too. All right. Thank you. Very good answer, Anna Carolina. And Zhenyu, question for you. Are you worried that someone might rob you?
And I don't worry about it.
Oh, really? Okay. So we're in a high crime area. It doesn't worry you. Okay. Alejandro, what would you do if you saw a robbery happening?
Um, it depends on robbery, but I try to call the police, for example. Um, yes, or run away.
Mm-hmm. A runaway, not run after the thief, but run away.
Yeah.
That's my response is to. I think it would depend, of course, on who was getting robbed, but
Yeah, depends the situation.
yeah, yeah. So I admire Maximiliano for
Yes,
running
but it
after.
depends because there are many robbers that are very aggressive.
Mm-hmm.
It's
Oh yeah,
difficult. It's a risk.
yeah. That's why I would be more likely to run away than I
Yeah.
would be to run after the thief.
Yes.
So,
It was very dangerous for me, but
uh-huh,
it was the first reaction that I
uh-huh.
had
Your,
in this case.
your first thought or first reaction.
It's
Yeah,
it's 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 not the normal reaction, but uh, I could do anything more.
yeah. It's when a lot of times you don't know how you're going to react until you're in the situation. I remember I guess it was about 4 years ago. I was living in this house by my and I was actually in my office and preparing. I think I was preparing to teach or something, and I heard this lady walk by, and she kept saying, "No, leave me alone. No, no, leave me alone." And so there were this couple was walking by, and so I went out to investigate with my dog, and he was on top of her. She had fallen in the field behind my house, and he was on top of her, and I yelled no, and then I ran away. And I didn't have my cell phone. I didn't have a phone at my house because I had lost my cell phone. So I went to a neighbor and I called 911. And I thought this lady was getting raped. And I never. It was one of the weirdest things. It turns out it was a domestic situation, and she had fallen, and it was her boyfriend or her husband, and she was something like that. So she came after me, and he was all worried that he'd get arrested. So, but question for you, a question, Kako, is embezzle another kind of crime related to money? Yes. If you embezzle, that means you are taking from your country. So.
Okay, teacher. If someone if someone takes care of another's money and takes the money for him to himself, the appropriate word is embezzle.
Yes.
Is the appropriate word? Okay.
Yeah, that is.
It's like a fraud.
Yeah, it's like fraud. For example,
fraud.
I heard about a person who was a city clerk of the neighboring town nearby me, and she accepted money on behalf of for different payments, and she put it in a dummy account, and then she took the money. And so it's very common for accountants to embezzle and stuff like that. People who have access to the cash and have access to the accounts.
People in Petrobras embezzled money?
Excuse me? Say that again.
Petrobras. People in Petrobras embezzled money from my country.
She's speaking about corruption in a big oil company.
Yeah, embezzlement. Embezzlement is definitely part of corruption. That is a word that is used. That is whenever there's corruption, it's embezzlement. It's part of it. So I'm sorry I didn't understand, Anna Carolina. I'm having an off day today, I think. So all right. Yeah, so both of us, huh? All right. Well, I want to thank you all for your participation in class. I hope you learned some new words and phrases. Anna Carolina, you asked about to check out. Usually that's fine to check out with someone. But a lot of times we wouldn't have out. We would say to check with someone, and not to check out with somebody. But sometimes it will work to say to check out the details. You would say that. You can do that.
No, so. I was trying to say to check with someone instead. Thank you.
Yeah. All right. I want to thank you all for your participation, and all at a different time. Thank you. Bye.
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 Thank
you.
Bye. Bye, everybody.
Bye.
Bye.